I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked.
Hello? Hope that worked. Because I took my earpiece out by accident. And the audio stopped working. And I'm by myself. And gonna be sad. Hello, me. It's the real me.
It's the real you. It's also the authentic me.
There we go.
And it's just the regular me.
Oh, I got eye boogers. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Figure Bangin'. I'm your host, Dave Smilo. Joining us tonight, we have the full crew, which is always a pleasure to see. Starting us off tonight, sorry, Brian, but we have Engaged Boy, Mr. JD.
Hi.
Yay!
Sorry, ladies. Wah, 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 wah.
Sorry, guys.
So,
I mean,
yeah,
ladies,
and guys,
I mean-
fellas, and ladies. Sorry.
Everybody.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful news.
Thank
One
you.
of us. One of us. Gooble
Mhm.
gobble. Gooble gobble.
Gobble. Yes.
We accept you. We accept you.
I saw that movie with my brother in a movie theater in the city. And it freaked me the fuck out because I was like 13,
Yeah.
12.
Wow.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah.
Yay.
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 Wow. Well, hi, Maya.
Hi, JD.
How's it going?
Now attention's on you. Stop it. Give him attention.
Yeah. I mean, I've got nothing going on compared to your week.
Oh,
So
well.
I just got a couple of toys, but you got awesome present gift.
I got a wife and a dog and
A birthday.
birthday presents. Yep. Yeah,
Better than you.
it's cool.
Yep.
I mean to brag, but
Enough of you. We also have Mr. Brian Brink.
Yo. Hey, you know those memes that say,
I know memes.
I can't even, or whatever?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's like, I can't. That was me today. I can't even. Today. It was just nuts. So nuts. I gotta get myself a reach around.
nice.
Ooh.
To turn things
No.
around.
Does it buy you dinner first? Or?
Yeah. Happy hump day, by the way. Oh.
Apparently.
Apparently indeed.
Somebody's got a case of the Wednesdays.
Rough days.
No,
No.
man. Shit, no. I love that movie.
Oh, man. Hey, are you guys familiar with Five Guys?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
usually stop after 3, but
Damn. Damn.
Today was so
Damn.
crazy. I went to Five Guys. I got a hamburger, and I
not a
decided,
cheeseburger.
yeah, cheeseburger. And I decided, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get a large fry.
Oh my
which I've
god!
Oh,
never
fine.
done.
What?
I never did that.
Was that 17 potatoes?
I
Did you
never
have
did
people
that.
with you?
No.
Oh my
No.
god.
I
And
went with 2 other people and we got a small fries and we still didn't finish it.
I fucking did it, man. And I'm
Cajun
paying
or
for it.
regular?
I'm paying for it now. That's for sure.
You finished a
Asian-
large order of fries from Five Guys by yourself.
That's right. I didn't finish the whole hamburger though, if that makes any difference.
No, I'm
Oh,
impressed that you finished a whole large order of fries by yourself.
It was
Was
and then when you think you're done, like there is still like a whole order in the back kind of
Uh-huh.
thing.
Were they regular or
Fuck.
Cajun?
Regular.
I go for the Cajun.
The Cajuns are killer.
Yeah. Was your burger a single?
No, it was it's double by default. Isn't that how
Yeah,
it
well,
works?
the junior
Yeah.
is the single.
2 patties.
I'm not ordering no junior.
There's a menu hack if you really want to treat yourself and ask for a bun made out of grilled cheeses.
Oh, that sounds.
Oh, it's overkill from hell.
That's wild.
But you'll have a top bun and a bottom bun made out of a grilled cheese sandwich each one.
That sounds like a night on the toilet.
That sounds greasy.
I've never done that.
It's pretty incredibly fantastically stupid.
Oh yeah, I've seen it on like one of them Food Network shows before.
I see when they do the donut. I'm like, that's horrible. They take like a donut and cut a donut in half and make that the bun.
That's a Luther burger.
Yeah, that's illegal. That's immoral. All right, enough of this nonsense. We also have Miss Maya.
Oh, hey. I thought we just...
Yeah, I thought we
went already.
Yeah.
I thought I was doing your job, Ace, because you're a terrible host.
Yeah. That's why I get paid the big bucks.
Right? Mm-hmm, yeah.
That's why this show costs the viewers so much. Okay. I don't know how this is going to work.
He went to camera 0.
I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know if this is even going to be in frame. But so tonight, we are doing... Yeah, not too bad.
What kind of robot chicken is that?
This is a space chicken, number 2, after Skylink. Oops, wrong button. So this is Cang-Toys, which apparently is not Cang-Toys. It's some Katang. It's like some weird pronunciation.
It's like
Chung.
Toys. I don't know how you get that, but whatever. It is what it is. This is their Divebomb. I don't know the fake name. I'm horrible. I don't know. I'm sorry.
It does not look like this in pictures. What is this?
Space chicken.
Here he is in space chicken mode. First of all, the wingspan is absolutely ridiculous. Just so you know. But we'll spread it out more in its glory. But before we get to that real quick, so if you remember when we did the Rampage, this is the other arm. I showed you guys the fist, right? And the fist turns into a crab.
Yep.
Well, half a crab. So he's the other arm. So he comes with another fist. So.
Oh, we're gonna make a combiner crab.
We got the whole crab.
Yeah.
Great.
So that's what the crab looks like together.
Yay.
I don't know which way these are supposed to go. You can kind of, yeah. I don't know which way these are supposed to go. I forgot, but you can flip them around. That's not the right way to go. But that's what the Krabby Crab looks like all together. It's a thing to do with the hands, besides put them in a box.
It's cool looking.
You can see it's symmetrical. You can see where the thumbs would plug in underneath. But all the fingers are articulated, so you can kind of do whatever you want. It is very heavy, obviously, because the claws are so far out in front of the body. So it's like if you put the legs up too high, it tends to want to rock forward. But that's a thing you can do.
Are those chrome plated?
Yes.
No, on the thumbs, the claws.
The claw, yeah, they're all chrome painted.
It's zinc.
Diecast?
Yes.
Diecast. Sorry.
Cold. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
The spikes aren't. The spikes are plastic. Yeah, the spikes are definitely plastic. But the claws are definitely metal. So yeah, if you want to do a little Krabby Crab, you can do a little Krabby Crab. I think the claws look better this way, but I think they're a little bit more functional if you flip them around the other way, just on a ball joint. And so yeah, you can see the difference. Get a little bit more pinchy pinch that way. So it doesn't really matter. You can do it either way.
It's odd.
But some pictures show it one way, some show it the other way.
It is odd.
But that's the thing you can do. So onto the space chicken. So I'm gonna have to take the wings off at some point, but we'll try to keep them on for at least a little bit. So his guns can store apparently under the wings, as I just figured out. They are symmetrical, like it's the same gun twice. They're not mirrored. They're not symmetrical. I'm sorry. They're the same. They're the exact same gun. They're not mirrored. So the tab to plug them in is, they're both on the same side. Let's drop these down a little bit so you can see. This one's closer to the body. So if you are going to put them under the wings, they do look a little funny. But the other thing is, because of all the weight.
Stop. Why are the guns not on the wings
They're
the right
exact
same way?
same. They're the exact same gun. So instead of having the peg, so the peg is offset.
Oh.
The peg to peg it in is offset, so it's not in the middle, it's on the side. And it's offset on the same side on both sides because it's the exact same piece. So instead of mirroring the mold.
Are you sure you didn't get two left guns or something?
Pretty sure.
Wait, what was that handle?
Hold on,
just
you
flipped.
just
That
flipped it.
hinge just swiveled.
Yeah, that's for that peg, because you can put that peg away. See? There's no peg on the other side.
Yeah, but if you swivel it halfway, would it make them...
Let's see. Technically, let's see. This one would go that way. No, because then they would go... Then this one would be closer to the body.
Oh.
Did the guns, explode apart and go back together, and maybe you can transform them in reverse or something?
Well, they just have a couple of handles.
Oh.
So they're underslung guns. We're supposed to hold them like that, underslung. But then there's also another peg that I found over here. I guess you can use that. You can probably use that peg too. Will that peg fit? Yeah, you can use that peg too if you want them. That's actually better.
Problem solved.
But it has these pegs have a grippy hole for the hand.
Is that the technical term, a grippy hole?
A grippy hole.
So there's a lot of weight on
the hand.
There's a lot of weight on this thing, and the joints that become his knees aren't the best.
Yeah, you can see it starting to droop
So
there.
It wants to keep going forward. See? So here it is in chicken mode. This is basically as far down as you can get the wings to go, like as far as back. You can kind of get them. You really can't get them tight against the body. It's gonna be hard to show because it's freaking wingspans. The wingspan on this thing is freaking ginormous.
Squeaky.
Oh yeah, this thing's got fancy squeaks. I'm just gonna take the wings off for now, just so we can make it a little bit more not unwieldy. Okay. Now he's even more of a chicken.
Oh, chicken wings.
He's a lot more stable without all this weight. Okay. So there's the head. The jaw is articulated. So the head, this whole head crest is kind of floating, and the bottom beak is actually attached to the robot head.
So kind of like a reverse swoop head transformation.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of. So like this whole articulation is actually the neck joint, the neck ball joint. And then this whole thing is on a series of hinges. So you can get open basically like that, but you can keep going. It'll just look more ridiculous. But you can get some pretty good range.
Does that affect transformation? Because isn't his head supposed to be in the mouth or something?
No, you'll see.
Okay.
It swings back around. There's also these little bits on the side of the head that if you want to have them poking out, you can. But they're just on little hinges. You can kind of do whatever the hell you want with them. A lot of this stuff is do whatever you want with, like these tail feathers. Basically, these all flare out a little bit more. So you can kind of these are on ball joints, and they're all on hinges. Like these all open up and these all open up, so you can kind of go to various states of openness and wiggle and however you want your tail pieces. There's no real back end. So like all this stuff is basically just on ball joints. You can kind of do whatever the hell you want with to make it look however you want. He's got some rocket launchers up here. It still has all the tampos like all the other guys have all over him. His feet are articulated, so they can flare out like that. They can also they can't grip. Like you can't get it to like grip your hand or anything, but like they kind of sort of grip. They can get the illusion of it gripping. But they're all just on little hinges. There's a lot of fan storage tweaks. So you can swivel these out however you want. Basically, rotate them 180 degrees. They can bend on this joint. They can kind of tuck up like that far. And you got some basically forward and back on the foot. And these are going to obviously become the robot feet. So you also have the ankle tilt. Spoilers for later. So you can kind of get them in like kind of a wide stance. Kind of hunched over, but nothing too crazy. And he is very forward heavy. But without the wings, he's more stable. Also, this piece on the back folds down if you want. So if you want to have him kind of sitting up more, like that. You have that kind of covering the back a little bit. It's not quite so hollow.
So are those friction joints, are they fixable in the legs?
Oh, they mean the weakness?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are really just, they're not weak in robot mode. It's just because of the, what do you call it?
The fulcrum, the focal point of the gravity.
These are going to kind of fold up, and then these are going to become the shins, and the knee is going to be another joint. So this is not the knee joint. It's just kind of the bird knee joint. But I'm trying to see if there's any covers or anything. How the hell did they get this together? I guess you would have to...
Probably two pieces that snap together.
Well, no, there's a screw hole cover here.
Hmm.
So I would assume you'd have to take those off. And they might snap together. There's another post right here. I'm not sure. I would say no. Yeah, bird mode's fine-ish. Like it kind of does what it has to do. There's nothing too crazy about it.
Do you have anything for scale in bird mode? Like, I don't know, robot's fine. Oh,
Holy
wow.
shit.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
Wow.
That's a big fucking chicken.
So remember, this is going to be an arm. So it's basically going to be, well, extends at the waist. So this thing is very Toy World. Like they're all very Toy World. And it's got the same extend-o-matic joint. And it's got the big Tonkin ratchet for the elbow up in here.
Well, aren't they the same?
No, they're
Yeah.
not.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Toy World's, it came out of them, like, hey, check
No,
out
it didn't.
Cang-Toys,
They're a
our
new
brand.
company.
Mm-hmm.
But like basically that's an arm. So
Which makes me wonder if Zeta has anything to do with this in the beginning, but Zeta's making their own Predaking, which they've shown nothing.
are they?
So, yeah.
Are they really? These legs came undone.
They've not shown anything since that initial drawing.
No.
Mm-mm.
There we go. It's very unwieldy with the wings on in the tight space.
Can we get a close-up of one wing? Like, can you...
I mean, we're gonna leave them on in. We're gonna try to leave them on in robot mode, but
Alright. Yeah,
but
I
the
just
wings
wanna... Yeah.
are pretty articulated. So the This is on a hinge and a rotation, and there's also there's a slot right there. It can it doesn't peg in, but it kind of rests there. And then this whole assembly can fold back that way. It can go up and down at this point. So we can kind of go up to there. And you kind of lift this piece up and get down to there. Oh, I didn't even realize that one went out. That's the joint I was messing with. All right. That opens up. That goes up to there. And each individual one. This one can't go up any further. That one can go down more.
Huh.
Like, it's the size of my hand.
Mm-hmm. And if anybody knows Ace is an oaf.
Yep.
He's like
This little bit.
he's the Hodor of the realm.
I don't know who that is.
It's messed up, JD.
Sorry, Ace. I'm just.
I don't know who that is.
Hodor?
Is that a Pokemon?
No.
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 All right. Let's transform this bitch. So, transformation is actually kind of neat. Let's see. This can fold up. And we can just start kind of getting stuff out of the way. Close all this stuff up. We can split the legs. There's a big chunk and peg in there. And we can open up these. Like
Curious
that.
where they hid the arms on this thing.
So the arm is actually the neatest part, but we'll get to that shortly.
Okay.
We're going to kind of combine the wards out the legs. And then we got to rotate them around.
Is that metal hardware there on that?
Yeah.
In the knee there?
Those joints, yeah. Those are.
Okay.
Let's see. This is going to come around. This is all going to come. Oh, we got to slide this over. Got to slide that over. And then this is going to all kind of rock up like that. That's why I said that joint isn't the knee joint, right?
Yeah.
It's just kind of tucked up back in there.
Uh-huh.
This just folds down. Bring the toes together. Flip up the little heel spur. This little red piece is actually a separate. You can see it kind of moves with the foot, but you can kind of hold it and leave it up there if you want. Kind of do what you want with it. Doesn't really affect anything. So we're going to do the same thing. Going to slide that over. Bring this down and around and down. So you can already tell this is a lot easier than the last couple. Or the first couple, rather. Rock that up. Peg that in. Hold those up. Kind of do what you want with this red bit. Hold up the heel spur.
Is it heavy?
It's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
It's very Toy World. And then the legs just kind of end up like that. Oh, these got to close up.
Keep it in frame.
Hold on, I'm just trying to peg this piece. Doesn't want to peg in. Maybe it's got to come over a little bit. There we go. So that's the lower half done. So that's already a lot easier than the last one. Fucking last one was a nightmare. I feel like this one's got to come. That leg's not. Okay, there we go. So now the arms and the head and the whole upper body. So the head, here's the spudger. This whole neck assembly, right, you can see this whole big long piece. It's pegged in right here on either side on the collar. So we're gonna open those and get the head out. Kind of just bring that forward. Now these are the arms. So these pieces fold down. These pieces can come up, and these yellow pieces can come down. Then these arms are pegged in. Up here, I'm sorry. They're pegged in up here. We gotta point those out And then we're going to bring these down. Now, these got to come down like that. And then we're going to bring these. So these are the armatures for the wings. So these are going to come together. And we also have to fold these whole sections around.
That would be a pain to do with the wings attached.
Yeah, you can leave the wings attached for the transformation technically, but you have to be some kind of sadist to do that. So you can see there's alternating tabs here and alternating holes. So these kind of just squeeze together. There we go. And you kind of, I'll come back to that. These come up, down and around. And now, this is probably my least favorite thing. These just tab into there. So there's this whole big long peg. And there's this kind of grippy pieces. This is not my favorite thing in the world.
Grippy pieces.
I don't like when figures do this, but it can drop the shoulders. So that's the only thing holding that on is that long tab right there.
That grippy piece.
Is it not grippy enough?
It's not grippy enough for my taste. It does tend to come out.
In Lego terms, they call that clutch
power.
What?
Clutch power?
In Lego terms.
What happens if it's an automatic?
I don't know.
So we can straighten these out. So it's a very squeaky. So now we're just going to lift this up. Let's see. This is just you pull the bird head away a little bit. Rotate the head around, and then fold the beak back. And then this whole thing just kind of comes down in here. That should sit lower. Does it go down the other way? Okay, go that way. There we go. And then the bird head, you kind of do what you want with. You can make him a little hat.
He's got a hat.
Got a little hat. Now, guess. Can you? I don't know if you guys can do this, but can you guess where the hands are?
Oh,
Figure it out.
In the feet.
They're in the
Fuck,
thighs.
how'd you know? Guys are too good.
They come out of his mouth.
They're actually in his.
Holy
Oh my
shit, that's
God.
amazing.
They're in his arms.
Wow.
Never would have guessed that one, huh?
No.
Oh, the other ones are that way too? That's mind blowing.
I mean, that's
Fucking incredible.
So genius.
Who'd have thunk it?
Who'd have thunk?
I can't believe we've not seen anything like that ever before.
I know.
So that's his base kind of robot mode without the wings attached. We'll run through articulation without the wings attached, and then we'll put the wings on because it's kind of unwieldy. It's very cool, and the wingspan's very cool. I feel like this. Hold on, which one is? One of these is off a little bit. I think that's good. Trying to get the legs straight. Okay. Let's run through articulation real quick. So the head is on a ball joint, and the hat is on like a hinge and a series of hinges. So you can kind of, if you want to put the hat behind his head, you can, but it kind of looks more obnoxious with the beak sticking out the back of his head. It's pinned in, so you can't really take it off. And you can give him like.
I mean, I feel like it with it back, he has a swoop sort of look.
And I prefer it with the hat on, but you can do it either way. That's why it's on a hinge. Now it doesn't want to go on. There we go.
Makes his head look weird.
But it does make his head look weird, but I don't know. I find the beak a little bit more obnoxious than the hat. But it's kind of personal preference. You can do it either way. So the head itself is on a ball joint, so you can get, if you move the beak out of the way, you can get all the way around. And then you can get down to there. So basically just a little wiggle waggle up and down and all the way around, and then you get side to side. If you want to, you can pull this whole assembly out.
Confused chicken look.
Go, gadget head.
You can kind of do whatever if you want to pull that whole thing out and go crazy. But oh, now it doesn't want to go back in.
Omnigonic style, huh?
Oh yeah. You can kind of do what you want with the. You can kind of position the head and put the hat on. You can kind of like lift it up a little. I think it kind of looks a little bit better if you do that. Like just lift the hat up a little bit.
What's it look like if you put the little frilly things out on the side?
Even more obnoxious.
Oh my. Yeah.
Looks like a Power Ranger.
They're about to make sacrifices to the ancient gods.
So the shoulders. So we got a semi-hard ratchet, like a half chub,
Half chub ratchet.
all the way around.
Oh, that's great. I like it.
Then you got the hard one going out. You get to there. The shoulders are a little bit weird. So the rotation joint is here. And then the in and out joint is this trunk and ratchet up here. So it's right. So it kind of rotates, kind of funky, right?
Oh yeah.
So you also have, see, like just moving it around comes unpegged. I believe, actually, well, you can do that. You can get them really close. Okay. Say, bicep swivel up there. These rocket pods kind of sort of get in the way, but not obnoxiously. Like it doesn't hinder the articulation; it's just kind of sticking out a little bit. So the elbows are double hinged, and you can see that they're die cast. So the lower hinge gets you to there. The double hinge gets you a full bicep curl. The problem is this joint's fine. This joint is super weak. So I'll show when I have the guns, but when you have the guns and have them basically bent like that, they're just gonna droop. So that's and I don't see. I don't really see any way. I think these panels are probably covering screws, but they're glued in. So I don't really see an easy way to tighten that, unless you maybe drip something in there.
Drip a little.
It's not
a little something.
It's not,
something.
A little something. It's not this joint up here. It's the lower one. That's really the most unfortunate thing about this whole damn figure. But waist. Oh, hand. Hands. Face swivel, and then we have the thumbs on. So you got this in and out swivel. You got a hinge here, and then another hinge. I believe another hinge up there. So you got two hinges, and then the base. This part.
Yep.
And then you also have that, so you can do a talk to the hand.
Oh, what?
And then the fingers are all ball jointed at the base. Single joint. Yeah, single joint for the hinge. And because they're ball jointed, you do get some splay, but not a ton.
Enough to emote some.
Better than nothing.
Yeah.
This joint seals. See it?
Yep.
It's gonna get worse when we put the guns in his hand, unfortunately. Waist, so you got all the way around, and then you also get, because of the arm joint. So that's actually the combined elbow joint, but because of that, you do get an ab crunch.
Do you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, we do.
The puppy.
Thanks, Todd.
Thanks, Todd.
So you can kind of get all these hip skirts out of the way. And then we got a ratchet out. Not quite 100%. That's like
It's
like
pretty damn close.
94%. Pretty good. And a nice strong ratchet. That's a chub too. That's a half chub. You got another half chub forward. Not quite all the way. Back. All the way. Knees. See, the knees don't really have a... You got this kind of play in the knee. I don't know where it's supposed to actually sit. It's supposed to sit high or it's supposed to sit low. I think it's supposed to sit like that. And so there's a little bit of kind of play in where the knees sit, but they are double jointed. So you get there, and you can keep going a little bit more. You kind of use all those joints. It doesn't look great, but it's there. It's kind of where you sit the knee is kind of a problem. As long as you do it the same on both sides, it's fine. And then the feet are the same as chicken mode. So you got back, forward, and then you got the separate joint. And then you got the ankle tilt to there. So the feet are pretty good. But all of this is kind of useless because we got to put the wings on because you're not going to display them without the wings. See, because don't like those joints. So let's slide the wings on. And we'll show kind of, let's see if you go that way. They just slide on with friction, but solid. Let's close this up. Oh shit. one wing really wants to make them do a little teapot tip over.
Good gravy.
So there he is with his full wingspan.
That is a wingspan.
And you can, hold on, let's flare it all out. You can kind of see the majesticness.
Looking like a fucking Gundam or some shit.
Hold on.
You're not wrong.
So that's a wingspan.
That's
I
impressive.
don't know what the hell.
Jesus.
That's nuts. That's not going in a DTOF.
No. So
Oh, you just turn it sideways. Diagonal
Make it-
it in the corner to corner.
to make, whoa, knock the whole freaking background out. So you can swing them back and kind of fold them down to get them a little bit more, put them more under control. Hold on. Because of how freaking enormous the wingspan is, kind of hard to show it on camera, but you can collapse them up into a much more reasonable package. Right, so it's way more compact that way. There's one other thing you can do with the wings, which I'm not going to do because it's kind of a pain in the ass, but you can take these pieces out that the wings attached to and kind of flip them around, plug them in, and plug the wings back in, and you can basically just take the wings and then fold them the other way and have them be in front of him as like a big shield.
Oh, you can give him the Death Scythe Hell cloak thing.
You can also take these lower pieces and pop those out, and those become swords. You can have them hold that. So if you want to give them extra swords, you got that. And they'll just
At
slot
least
in.
that doesn't make the joint.
Yeah, well, I mean, the sword's
fail.
not the problem. The problem's going to be the gun. So, accessory-wise, Let's put the steel spurs back down. That help? Yeah, that helps a lot. Tends to be a little bit back heavy, but the joints hold them up. So he comes with, for accessories, he comes with the hand that we showed in crab to crab mode. He comes with this sword, which I believe is, yes it is, completely identical to the one that came with Rampage. So I'm assuming in some way, shape, or form these are going to combine into the big sword. Assuming we got the tabs and everything. So I guess technically, no, so it's technically not identical. The tab on Rampage is in this lower piece. So they can tab together.
Ah.
And then the two guns. And this is going to definitely make them. So, first of all, the guns rotate. So you have that little bit of articulation. I don't know really what you would need it for, but it's there. So you can hold them under. So they're designed to be hung underslung, which is neat. They tend to fall out fairly easily. But you can see they're dropping it. I don't know if it's just mine or all of them. But I mean, it's on both the hands or both the arms. Kind of got to hold it there. So that's the problem with mine. Oops, see, it already came out.
So if you use that top joint, is it any better?
Yeah, but it's still gonna. So if you just use the bottom joint and try to have them hold it up.
Yeah. Right. I
think if we use the.
Dude, this is 2021. This type of shit's unacceptable.
I mean, it's very Toy World. I mean, the Constructicons kind of did the same thing. So, one of them, yes. This one still does it.
Wow.
So I was able to get it. It's like kind of like find it where it'll hold it and then just let it go like that. But if you kind of breathe on it, it's going to fall again. Okay. So, unfortunately, let me take the guns out. The guns do look cool, but I mean, they don't really, can't really hold them fantastically. That's really the biggest problem with all these guys is they're very Toy World in the sense that individually they're not spectacular, but in combined mode they're going to be.
It looks good.
It looks good.
It looks amazing. Yeah.
The wings do make them very back heavy. And I don't think I have these knees right. Maybe they're supposed to come more forward. Let's move them forward. Because of all the hinges on these knees, it's kind of like you can kind of have them anywhere.
Well, he is a chicken. Give him the chicken legs.
Yeah.
I don't want to give him the chicken legs. It's not a chicken and robot.
Robot chicken.
It's a robot chicken, not a chicken robot. He keeps wanting to lean back because of the freaking wings. Yeah, so he's all right. And individually, he does look the coolest so far. But, like, hey. He is leaning back still. This is a freaking ginormous wing. There we go.
What is he? 175 US retail?
Something like that.
It was like 150 overseas. He's beefy.
God,
So I mean,
damn.
he's a big boy.
Big.
You think this
And
thing's
it's gonna
gonna be like bigger than what we see as masterpiece combiners now?
Yeah. No, I think it'll be. Well, I mean, we still haven't seen Primal Pants.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember Scavenger and Bone Crusher transforming to a robot that tall. But then again, it's been a minute.
When's the last time you took them apart?
It's been a really long time. So long.
So here he is with the team so far.
They definitely look very cool together.
They look like a team. You can't forget. You definitely can't forget Mr. Crab.
The crab.
He's a member of the team too. Don't forget him.
Crab.
I wonder what color the monkey's gonna be.
I mean, if he's primal colored, it's going to be funny. I don't believe he comes with any other faces. I got to look in the box, but I don't think there's any other faces for him.
You guys ever hear Robert D on like Shattercast or on like Bobby's stuff for the dummies? He's like, monkey pants.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have monkey pants.
Monkey
It fucking cracks me up. Oh man, I cannot wait to see this thing combined. This is gonna be
I don't know. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we'll have to figure it out. So yeah, he's pretty cool individually. There is still like those elbows are kind of not acceptable.
So, and there's no way to tighten those? You can't reach
I don't
a screw?
see any. No, because it's. You see any screws?
No. I mean, is the elbow metal?
The elbow's metal.
It's so weird.
It is weird.
Is it so can Kiki work on that? Or floor
What is
polish or whatever?
I don't know how you would get it in. You could get it in.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can get it in. Oh, come on. You can open up this flap and kind of get it in there. But you won't be able to get really to the sides. And I don't
Maybe
see any
there's
way to get in this one.
You think there's a screw hole cover on one of them things, maybe?
Well, hold on. There's a screw in here, but that's not going to be holding the whole thing together. There's probably more screws under the yellow bit.
That's pretty awesome how they hide the screws, actually.
Yeah.
I don't see any way to take it apart.
It's really nice, actually.
He wants to keep going back because of these wings. But it doesn't tip over.
Ace, up in his chest area, like those black angular things, like that come down from the top across the yellow part, are those painted? Like, every time you move it, I get like the way the light hits it. It just.
I'm gonna say it's a Keith job.
Yeah, it looks nice. I dig it.
It looks like a Keith job.
Yeah.
Because all the black plastic looks the same, but I think it's just clear coated.
Yeah.
Clear coated. Because it is shiny. And it looks like there's a fleck, but that's not paint. So it's got to be clear coat.
Maybe like
this is
how
the
they
tampons
did
are painted.
Magic Square Optimus, like how they kind of did that.
Yeah.
This. It's a shame that that's some of the technical aspects are a little off. The thing's really. That's an eye catcher, man. I like that a lot.
But again, I think it's all going to come down to, like, I'm really just getting it for combined mode. Like, it's going to be, the bots are kind of fine on their own, but I'm really looking forward to the combined mode. I think it's going to be glorious. I hope it's glorious.
Have we seen what's coming next? Razor Claw, I think, was the last one they teased. Is that right?
I don't know if they showed anymore. Was it Razor Claw and not Tantrum? Who's the Rhino? Headstrong. I think they showed Headstrong, like when Tantrum came out, because it's really just a slight retool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then Rampage is gonna have to be his own thing. I mean, Razor Claw, and then the Monkey Pants.
That Razor Claw, though, what the initial pics we saw, the whole lion and his mane, it's super busy. Like, I don't know, it's a little.
That's what I was going to say. The only thing I don't really like about these is they're
the whole set is
busy.
Yeah. But that Razor Claw, man, like that lion head, like that's the that's the piece that draws you to Predaking. Like you're fucking lying on his chest, and it's a little too much. I think a little too
It's not gonna look.
stylized.
It's definitely not gonna look cartoon. If you want a cartoon accurate Predaking, the most cartoon accurate one is still the Hasbro, the
Yeah.
Power of the Primes. Yeah, the Power of the Primes one is definitely the most cartoon accurate one, but I think this is gonna be the most impressive one. I hope. Like I'm looking at Pharaoh Rex right now, and he's almost as big as this guy is almost as big as Pharaoh Rex combined.
Wow.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know how the guns are gonna combine. I'm assuming, like you can do that. They're just so. I'm assuming these guns are gonna combine in some way, shape, or form. So I don't know if he's gonna have like a double cannon or if it's gonna be all combined into one cannon because obviously the cannon's supposed to go on him. So I guess we'll see. Time will tell with that one. The sword's definitely combined. I'm assuming the guns are all gonna combine.
So Predaking also, he's got that giant arm cannon. We haven't
Yeah.
seen that
That's
yet,
what I just
right?
said. That's
Oh.
what I'm assuming the guns are gonna turn into. And I'm assuming Razor Claw is gonna have the shoulder cannons.
Yeah.
I guess time will tell. But just going by that wingspan alone, it's gonna be impressive.
Yeah.
But I like how the wings can be so compact, or they can be fucking obnoxious. Oh, also the wings have their own articulation, which I forgot to show. So there's a base joint here, then there's a secondary joint here. I just broke that. Which way does that go? That way. Just pop it right out. This doesn't matter. So you can kind of finagle it, and they can also rotate. So they got a rotation joint there, and they got all these other joints in there, so you can kind of go crazy posing them if you want them more back.
That chrome circle thing, like, is that just deco or does that
Yeah, it's
function
just
or
deco.
move?
No, it's just like a thruster, I guess.
That's
Because there's
still
more.
really- that's
more
that's
stuff up
really-
there.
Dude,
I
that
dig
really
the aesthetic
looks
of
good,
it.
man. I really like
I
that.
like the aesthetic of these guys. I understand they aren't, they're not tuned in any way, shape, or form. So, like, if your only goal is tune, it's not going to fit. It's definitely not going to fit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They're just cool toys, and I think it's going to make a really cool combiner. And that's what I'm
I
in
got
for.
a question for you. Do you have a Fans Toys Limbot, and do you think it's the same weight as a Fans Toys Limbot? Do you have a Fans Toys arm? Who's an arm? Drag strip? And how many planes do we have now? We only have two. We only have three planes. We only have 2 legs, right?
Oh, he's heavier than Dragstrip.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Dwarf.
So
He's
he's
also
not.
way bigger.
So he's not light, right? I mean, I know he's got some die cast in him, but he's not. It's not hollow, right? It's heavy.
Oh, he's significantly heavier.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, significantly.
And you know why I'm bringing it up, right? It's like
Why?
because everybody's like, oh, Fans Toys uses so much die cast, and the limbs are gonna be too heavy. And so now I'm looking at these Cang-Toys.
I mean, if you just put a honking ass ratchets in there, they can
Yeah.
hold the weight.
I'm wondering
The
though.
problem is when they didn't put ratchets in there, they didn't hold the weight.
I'm just wondering, yeah, if the overall the upper body weight, will the combiner have trouble standing? You know, kind of thing. Like maybe an A stance and that's it. Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, I guess we'll see, but it's going to come down to the feet, because we didn't get the feet yet.
Yeah.
Like the feet, I'm assuming are going to be a separate piece and maybe come with the monkey pants. I don't know.
And they got to have some nice ratcheted ankles. I
So
hope.
the feet have to be solid as fuck,
Yeah.
and monkey pants' ankles. I mean, monkey pants is. That's the solid request.
What if they just call him like Captain Ratchet or something like for the name of the monkey?
No, they need to call them monkey pants. If they don't call them monkey pants, I'm not buying it.
Monkey pants.
Monkey pants,
Monkey
pants, monkey pants.
So you're not turning him into an arm tonight?
No, we never did the limos anyway.
Oh, okay.
I basically showed it anyway, just basically chicken mode and just tuck the feet in and extend them out.
Can you give us a little teaser of that limb elbow joint again? No. Yeah. It feels hefty. Is it meaty? Yeah.
It hasn't moved the ratchet yet.
Yeah. Cool.
So that's the kind of stuff. Like everyone was saying the same thing. Like when the Zeta bots were coming out, and they're like, "Oh, is it gonna hold up?" Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then once you put it into arm mode, or and you felt it how solid it was, like those, because like it's the same, very similar to the Toy World and the Zeta bots, where the bots are kind of fine on their own, but they don't shine on their own.
Is there an elbow, a bicep swivel in that when you do that as well? And is it
the waist
ratcheted?
joint.
Oh.
Fresh shin, buddy. Strong.
Come on.
It's very strong.
Okay. See, and the reason why I bring that up is bots that wield swords, bicep swivel is very important. So if that bicep swivel doesn't hold up, that
If it's
sword
weak, it's
yeah.
Well, bicep swivel and wrist.
Name of the wrist
is important.
Yeah.
So you don't want him just going like this all the time. You want him kind of
Right. Yeah.
All right. Well, he has a butthole, but it's kind of hidden by the flap. So I mean,
Can you fan him out so you can get through it?
well, let's see. Can't fan him out. No, you can't get through it. Well, we can do it that way. You want to count that?
I'd say
Yeah.
we count that.
Fair enough.
I think that's fair.
Oh,
Ew, you touched it.
He touched it. Ew.
Ew.
Ew. Ace is touching it.
yeah, but he's smelling it.
My fratelli.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ugh, see, hate this joint. So much joy. All right. So yeah, it's knees don't want to hold now. Stop being a bitch. So yeah, it's cool, but it's definitely going to be. I'm definitely looking forward to more combined mode. Hopefully, that wingspan is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, I didn't go in on them just because they look like tolerance nightmare.
I mean, the individual bots are going to be definitely not where they shine. But I assume there's going to be basically like the Tor World and Zeta bots, where the individual bots are kind of meh, but the combined mode is kind of where they focus.
It's
Hopefully
cool
we're
as
right.
fuck looking though. Like I dig the way it looks. It's just, I mean, it's a little busy, but
Yeah, I mean it's stylized.
I mean, like I
but
said, if you're
it's-
going for tune accurate, you're not going to get it with it.
but it's very striking. It's
Yeah.
Absolutely.
well thought out, like aesthetic for it. It's good. I like it. I mean, in Bread of King, I mean, I don't know. To me, hey, anything past season 2 or the movie or whatever, I don't really. They could do whatever they want. I mean, if it looks good, I kind of dig it.
And hey, he's an exotic. He's exotic animals anyway, so why not have an exotic look? Make him stand out.
True.
Yeah.
Call of the Beasts.
Very cool.
Okay.
I love me a Predaking though. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the I've got two of the MMCs. I got the regular and the.
You got the purple joint?
Yeah.
Oof. All right. Did we get the chat?
Yeah, I did. Tonight we had Toy Mafia, Mr. Von Wolfenstein, Waynold stopped by, Mandalore 2280, Lucas 7895, Dare 2727, P Ferguson 19, and KJ Smith.
All right. Do some way out, so we'll get out of here. Mr. Brink, wait.
Mandalore was impressed, Ace, that you could post in the Realm Facebook group at the same time as
like that,
transferring
right?
the figure. Yeah.
Like that. Who else can do that?
So that's tomorrow, right? Kingdom.
Well, tonight at midnight or 3 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 a.m.
All right. Mr. Brink, where you at?
Add to Brinkalizer on Instagram. And tune in next Monday for all new Enter the Realm. And Breaking the Mold on Tuesday. And maybe some gravy on Wednesday next week. We'll see.
Okay. JD, where you at?
JD Brocious in the Facebook groups, Pigment Surgery on Instagram and Xbox Live. Tuesday nights here on this channel, or Tuesday and Wednesdays on this channel.
Okay, Miss
And
Lion.
Shelf Gravy, sorry, Shelf Gravy.
There you go.
I keep forgetting. There's too much stuff.
I'm on Facebook under my name. Hanging out, lurking, sometimes posting. Always posting on my personal page. Pissing people off. You can catch me on this very channel every other Wednesday with you guys, and then every Friday night on Nerd Life Syndicate, and also on the All Queued Up podcast on all podcast pushing platforms on Fridays as well. That's me. What about you, Ace?
I am at Ace Milo pretty much everywhere. Mostly on Instagram. Let's see. Join the Facebook page if you haven't. You should if you haven't.
Answer the questions.
Answer the fucking
Answer
question.
questions. Don't sell sneakers. That's a big one. Follow the other Cool Table Network. Follow the Cool Table Network page on Facebook to be notified of new shows. Yeah, there's no merch. There's no shows. There's no nothing coming up. Yeah, I guess that's about it for tonight. Thank you guys for watching live. Thank you for watching After Effects, and we'll see you next time.
Later.
Goodbye. Have a good one.
Say it with me now.